Hello everybody and welcome to Interior Design 1010 in the summer of 2019. Thank you guys so much for spending your summer with me. Over here in the discussions, I have a little introduction video. So I will spare you guys from introducing myself once again, but hop over into the discussions and you'll be able to see a little video of me. Now, I wanted to start off and let you guys know that every week what I'll be doing is a little introduction video. And what that will do is it'll get you guys familiar with what we'll be going over during the week. I just switched over to student view so you guys can see that. And this week, what I'm going to do is not only go over what we're going to be doing this week, but I will also go over how the course is set up. So let me start off by telling you guys about how the course is set up. You guys might not have taken an online class before. This could be your first class. So I wanted to get you guys familiar with this Canvas environment to start off. So in our home page, you will see all of our individual modules listed here. So these open up depending on the week. And if I click on Start here, that essentially takes you to our first module. So here's our course introduction, and when I get down to the bottom of the page, I can click on Next, and it will take me to the Introduction and Instructions for the Profession of Interior Design and Introduction to the course. It's kind of a mouthful. Now, one shortcut that you can always do is if you come down to Modules, you will see here's Module 1, there's the course introduction, and then right underneath that, we have that same page that I was just on, Introduction and Instructions for the Profession of Interior Design. Okay, so again, you can get here through the home page like this, and you can go to, whatever module you're on and kind of click through, or you can come over here into modules and go straight to the page that you need to go to. Now, while I'm here, I wanted to point out a couple of these icons. So these icons that just look like a sheet of paper with some lines on it, those are essentially instructions or reference material that you guys will use for studying. Right underneath that, I have an assignment. So it looks like a sheet of paper, but it has a pencil on it. There's also a discussion. You can see that those are like little quote bubbles. And then underneath that, whenever you see a rocket, those are referred to as quizzes. But for the majority, those are really just questions that we ask you guys. It's not like a test every week. It's really just a series of questions from that week. I'm going to go through each one of these with you. So the first one will be your assignment, which is Navigating Interior Design 1010. Now, you'll see right up at the top that this is due by Sunday before midnight, and it's worth 20 points. Now, typically, what I'll do with all of your assignments and modules, even though they're supposed to open up Monday morning, I typically like to open them up Sunday morning. I think what that does is it allows you to submit your homework for that week, and while you're there, you can check out the new homework for the coming week. And again, in addition, under our announcements, I will also post a YouTube video with all of the instructions for that week. So for this week, what we'll be looking for is you can read through the instructions, and then coming down here, we will always have a rubric of what's due. So this is what I'm actually grading you on. So I'm going to ask you guys to introduce yourself in the discussion, be brave, post a video, and that's worth 6 points. So let me come up here, and you'll see on the left side, there's also a discussions tab. I'm going to open that up and show you how you can get your points for that. So introduce yourself is right here. And you'll notice that I've already started the discussion, and I went ahead and posted a video. I want you guys to know what I look like. For many of you guys, like I said, it's the start of your first class among many interior design classes. So I really want you guys to feel like you know me, despite it being an online class. And what I'm looking for is tell me a little bit about yourself, at least a couple things, if not more. What do you like to do in your free time? Where you work? How did you get into interior design? Maybe plans you have for the summer. So you can do this with a simple comment. You can just hit reply, okay? But if you're feeling brave and you want to also do a video intro, I'd love to really get to know you that way as well. And I might even throw in some extra credit if you're feeling brave enough to do that. So that's part of your assignment. Coming back over here, submitted an image of a space with a description. So that will be right here on this page. So you'll notice you should see a big blue button in your browser that says Submit Assignment. If you don't see it, you might need to make your browser a little bit bigger. But when you click on this, you'll see that this new menu opens up, and it's going to ask you, where is that image? Where is that located on your computer to go ahead and upload? So go through and find wherever you may have saved that image, and then you can put in some comments right here so I know what you are adding. Some people go ahead and make like a Microsoft Word document and they put the image and the comment all in one. I just ask that you guys save it as a PDF before you do. That way I know that your formatting is saved. And then go ahead and click on Submit Assignment and I will get that from you. Now the other thing that I'll be looking for is submit an email via Canvas discussing Gen Ed and Wicked problems. That's one of the things that we have here as well. Now if you don't know how to submit an email via Canvas, it's pretty simple. You'll see over here, there's something called an inbox. And if you click on here, that's also where you do your emails. So if I click on inbox right now, let me go ahead and hit cancel. So when you go to your Canvas inbox, I have to leave student view to do this for just a moment. And when I leave student view, you can see that I can click on compose a new message. So I'm going to wave this little hand around. You can compose a new message, find me under the 1010 course, and then find my name, Naima, under that list, and then you'll be able to send that to me. Okay, coming back over here, the last thing that I wanted to show you guys is the quiz. Now again, it's called a quiz, but it's really just a series of questions. When you click on this, you'll notice that it gives you instructions. So this is 15 questions long, so it's a little bit longer. Most of the other quizzes are 10 questions. But the thing about this is that there's no time limit, so you can really take your time trying to find those answers. With that though, one thing I wanted to make clear from day one is that when you are submitting your answers, make sure that you're putting them into your own words. Like for example, don't Google the question and then copy and paste that answer in. You can do some research online, that's normal to do, but I need your research to come from the internet as well as our textbook, and then I want you to really put it in your own words. It's really important to me, okay? You'll notice that with all of your assignments, it will tell you essentially when it opened, so that opened this morning. It's due on the 19th, and because it is summertime, I have everything open for an additional week. So you can turn it in late for up to a week after it's due. So many people have, vacations, other plans that come up. And so in case you do need some extra time, by default, I do have everything open for an additional week. There will be a slight kind of late penalty on those. And again, this hasn't happened in the past, but I just wanted to point out, if I see that somebody's taking advantage of that and just turning in things late all the time, I'll just reach out to you and let you know that this is really only like a, one to a few time use throughout the semester. Okay, so I'll be pretty clear about that. And, if there's any questions or questionable activity, I'll reach out to you. You don't need to worry about that right off the bat. So again, this is our intro to our class. If you wanted to try and skip ahead, you'll notice that it will kind of give you an error that it's not quite open yet. And so if I come over here, sorry, some of these are open, some of them aren't. But for example, if I go down to the flooring page, oh, it's not locked, so I'm going to have to change that because I don't want you going too far ahead. So those should be locked. They are set to open a little bit later, and it could just be that I am not in student view. That's what it is. So here, let me switch back to student view. I forgot that I went to my inbox. Now let me go back to our second week. There we go, and you can see that this page is locked. So again, I have our courses set to open on Sunday morning instead of Monday. I think it just makes your life a little bit easier to see it even a day ahead, so that again, when you're submitting your assignment, you can also take a look at the week ahead. So thank you again for spending your summer with me. I really look forward to getting to know you guys in our introduction discussion and spending some time with you and getting to know what you like about interior design. Have a great week, and I will talk to you all soon. One last thing to mention. I am on campus on Redwood Road, our Taylorsville campus. I am there Tuesday and Thursday evenings from about 6 to 9, and Thursdays I get there a little bit earlier in the afternoon, about 2:30. I am teaching class, but if you come later in the afternoon, you might be able to catch me between classes. So if you're ever on campus, I would love for you guys to say hello and introduce yourselves in person. Okay, now I'm really hanging up. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks.